Hello Pisces, this is Lesley Ormsby and I am a psychic medium, a healer and a teacher of spiritual things and so much more. So part of that so much more is I do these astrological reads for each star sign or horoscope sign, whichever way you look at it. And I am up to Pisces. So welcome to my YouTube channel Pisces, and I want to say thank you, or take this opportunity to say thank you now to those of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I just really appreciate your support for doing that, because it helps me to build my channel and therefore I'm able to create more, continue to create more new content, and do these weekly readings and or monthly ones, depending on which one you watch, every week on YouTube basically. So thank you once again, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I take this opportunity to also invite you to do that now or at the end of the video. So same thing with my Facebook page. Thank you to those of you who have come across this video on Facebook. I encourage you, or invite you to also like and or follow that my page as well for the videos. And I realize that some people don't follow YouTube's, which is why I'm putting it out there for both pages. Both platforms. Okay, so the other thing is these reads, I just want to remind everybody that these reads are for Pisces. Sorry, had a little bit of saw rising sign, because that's my Pisces is in my rising sign, so it's like a soul sign. So I just thought, oh, it's obvious I need to take some notice of it myself. So anyway, so these reads are a general read, so the messages that come through, so it may or may not resonate with you. Check out one of your other signs if it doesn't quite resonate with you, because it will give you a more of a comprehensive view of what could be happening with you, or add a little bit more to help you understand what is coming up for you. So and there's a link in the description box below, which a website that has a calculator that can that is free, and that will work it out for you depending on what your birth date is, of course, and all time that you put in there. So the other thing is I'm doing these I am available for readings, so if healing energy work, so either using the cards or not, I've got my healing energy tools there that are ready to go as well. So anyway, I am using the Crystal Spirits deck, Oracle deck, again this week. A few people have missed it last week, and they said, oh, what happened to them? I really missed them. So I'm going to use them. But not only that, I have been drawn to use them again this week to help support us through, I say us because myself included, through the changes that the processing that has brought us into this, with this new moon process that, oh God, new moon that has that was with us on Sunday, and like here in New Zealand. So I'm just drawing, shuffling the cards to see what comes out for you. Actually, I don't need to, because I'm more drawn to Jet. Okay, is one of the ones that's come through for today, and also Lapis Lazuli has come up again. It's like come up quite a bit in these with the readings this week for quite a few star signs. So I feel like I'm more drawn to these two for some reason. And there's another one that's here as well. Okay, okay, maybe this one. Sunstone. Okay, right, there we go. So Jet is the first one up, and I just want to I've got the piece of Jet, and it's black, and it looks a little bit like onyx in a way, but also obsidian. Anyway, Jet is fossilized wood that looks like coal, used for alleviating healing grief. A protection stone to ward off evil, negativity, and psychic attacks. It's said to protect finances and protect from depression. When used on the upper chakras, it helps the Kundalini energy to move to the crown chakra, and it is considered a stone of sympathy, healing grief, psychic and psychic experiences. It's an excellent calming stone for migraines, stomach pains, colds, glandular and lymphatic problems. Okay, so a lovely support for whatever medication that you might be already taking. Not saying don't to stop it or not take it at all. It's about supporting you through that time with it. Okay, so, and the next one is lapis lazuli. So I have a raw piece here. That's, and it's like, you might not be able to see like the goldy bits that flick in there. This time they were coming through really nicely there this afternoon. But here is a piece here that's in a polished bit, okay, and you can see the flecks in there. Generally the gold, some of these look a little bit silvery on this one. So I'm just going to pop them there, and so you can feel into that energy and let them emanate out to you. So lapis lazuli basically is, oh, hang on, hold on, this, got to read that out. It's basically, it's about, it helps to encourage self-awareness, also allows self-expression, reveals inner truth, providing qualities of honesty, compassion, and morality to the personality. So that's really interesting, that one there. So, which is, I use lapis lazuli a lot. It stimulates objectivity, clarity, and encourages creativity. It also assists to confront and speak one's truth and inspires confidence. So, which is where I feel like, one of the key things I feel like that's come through, why, they've drawn me to bring that one through, and why it has come through a lot this week actually, because I think a lot of us have like, there's a lot going on, and a lot of us are moving, there's a lot of change and movement, which is so exciting, but it also can bring about a little bit of, excitement in another way, where we're not so much fearful, but it's like, I'm hearing the word apprehensive, or just like, curiously wondering about how that's going to work and things like that, and asking lots of questions. So the sunstone is the next one that's come out, and there's two pieces there that I have. Sunstone is solar radiance and helps us to align to our divinity. Sunstone is a mood-lifting and depressive effect, or has a mood-lifting anti-depressive effect, and helps us detach ourselves from feelings of disadvantages, discrimination, and failure. It also increases a sense of self-worth and self-confidence. Sunstones bring back the belief in luck and happiness, helps stimulate self-healing powers, brings good luck and abundance, and turns negative energies and psychic attacks into positive energies, used to clear and energize the chakra. So it's a beautiful one for that. And if you hold this one up in the sunlight, you can see like flickers or flecks of light that go through it, like a bit like the lapis lazuli, or a bit like well, it does flick. You can see that flicker when you hold it in the sight. You can see the gold, but like this one here, the labradorite, you can see some when you shift it in the light. You can see like these beautiful like hues of luminescent greeny blue colors that come through it. Like, you might be able to see it now, but this stone, you can see that, but it's like it's more like goldy sort of a color that comes through there as well, an orangey sort of color, but you can't see it in that one. So I'm going to put that at the moment over there for you to feel into as well. So that's the sunstone, beautiful crystal. So now I'm going to just draw some cards here. So I just want to let you know that I shuffle the cards very well between each sign that I'm doing, and today sometimes they just spit them out just like that. I don't draw the card out. I shuffle until something pops out or sticks out that's really really obvious, that sticks out, and I'll take it. So it's taking a little while to shuffle, like for something to come out. It normally comes out, just spits out. Oh, we've got a whole lot that come through there. So, okie dokie. So these three cards have come out all together. So the first one out is the bottom one. I'm going to go to that one first because it's like There's something in there and it's upside down. So there may be a little bit of resistance. When I say resistance, a little bit of a blockage as well, okay, in that sense with this card. So it's the Seven of Cups and it's about daydreams. So there may be something where you're not really believing in yourself, or you may be listening to other people, you know, being influenced by others' thoughts and energies about, and not really getting up off the bench and taking action. This is not all of you. This is some of you. Some of you, I feel like you have got off the bench, but there's been like maybe a sense of reluctance because there's that self-belief energy coming in. So, and how you can, you know, create the dreams or continue to create them because of everything that's going on. The media is coming in and like there's all sorts of, you know, stuff, people talking about it and buying into other people's drama about this, that, and one, you know, negative energies and things like that, and thoughts and feelings from somebody else. It could be that some of you are feeling that energy. So it's like, don't buy into that. Just get on with your own waka, get on with your own dreams and daydreams and make them happen, okay? That you're wanting to create for yourself. But you've got to take action and align yourself up when you're taking action. That's how we start to align ourselves up, and it opens up the energy field, you know, and because we're shifting and changing our energy, and the more we like do some, like say, research, or you know, invite that person in, or look at this idea and start we start to grow it in that sense. And you know, sometimes it doesn't happen overnight. It becomes, you know, like a confidence thing, and having faith in that. So but it's just like keep chipping away at it, because it will happen. And like I say, it doesn't always happen overnight, but it will happen if we can keep being persistent and insistent with ourselves, is giving it a good shot. That's where they're coming from it with this, okay? So then we have the King of Cups, one who both loves and fears. So the King of Cups, so you may be going into a relationship, or maybe into a business or a new workplace or something like that, where you know, so they're bringing that is in the form of relationships, and it may be something that you've been wanting to do for a while. So the King of Cups, you know, loves to do things and loves to get into doing like projects and things like that, but he's not really keen on committing to certain things. So there's a sense of, like, I'm hearing like a bit of a fly-by-nighter at times, and like not in the sense that of not committing fully or not giving it a really good shot. So, but when he does get in there, there's that feeling, you know, and it's like, this is about having faith and trust as well, not just in himself, but in but in others that are around him. So he's, you know, like always looking about how he, about that, because he doesn't want to like get hurt by it or muck it up, or, you know, wants to do a good job of it. So, and it's going back to, you know, like that limiting belief sort of thing. So, but on saying that, it's like his energy will just push through it, okay? Even though there are these fears and things like that. So, because I'm being drawn to like grounding yourself and being grounded, okay? So, the cups. So, it's like very intuitive too. So the cups. So there's the Seven of Cups and the King of Cups. So the feeling I'm getting is like, you know, because the cups is about feelings, emotions, you know, and our intuition, creativity, but also, you know, in relationships and with relationships, and connecting, you know, having that emotional connection with ourselves and with others, or with yourself and with others as well. So this is where the King of Cups is, and sometimes there's that fear of how it may or may not work out. So it's like how it will work out, how it may work out, and putting that energy into it. But then we have the Queen of Cups. So it's like, I feel like that's saying about not letting your emotions get in the way. So because the Queen of Cups has come as well, and she wears her emotions on her sleeve, basically, or she, you know, and so she's like in her feelings. So, but it's like she's there. She's on saying that she's like one, you know, she likes to help people as well, but also be helped. Like, I feel like there's something of working with people with her at the moment. So that doesn't always come out like that, but It's something, there's definitely something about building relationships, and the fact that you've got both the king and the queen there, but and the 7, it tells me that's like, that's for me, I'm hearing like, don't let your emotion, it's about you may be letting your emotions and your feelings get in the way with relationships, and you know, and the emotional connection with people. So it's like getting your big girl or your big boy undies on, or bloomers on, you know, and like not toughening up. I don't want to say that, but it's or hardening up, or you know, toughen up. It's more about, you know, just get on with the job, and not, you know, with the job or the mission that you're wanting to, where you're wanting to go, and cut through your own bullshit, basically. So they're not being like giving you a growling or anything. They're just giving you some encouragement to, you know, go for that, go for it, and not let, because I'm feeling like sometimes it's other people's thoughts and fears and emotions that get in the way as well, because and then it's like, then we end up making it ours, and it's not even ours, that's really in the first place, because it's like, so this is about you really finding and stepping into your own power, okay? Because I join me to my solar plexus, and I can feel a little bit of grumbling in there, and stepping into your own power base. Oh gosh. So then we have the 9 of Wands coming through there. So, and 9 of Wands is like inner strength. Okay, so because what I'm hearing is about, there's a lot of emotional attachments or and feelings that are to do with relationships. That's kind of like, whether it be family, spouse, children, friends, you know, workmates, colleagues, you know, business mates, colleagues, you know, management team, whatever that is for you. And it could be something to do with even a community where you like, there's some project or projects and that are wanting to get underway, but it's like, and you have this vision, and you know, but it's kind of like it's being a little bit tainted by other people's thoughts and feelings, basically. So anyway, inner strength is the 9 of Wands. So there's something about with the fire energy coming in there, giving you some inner strength to continue on your journey, whatever that may be, because it's about, this journey is about you. It always comes back to us. Remember that. It's not just about other people. It's about how we move through our life. It's our journey as well, and how we allow people or things or energies to not to either get in the way or not get in the way, how we can overcome that. So there's something there where there's some inner strength, inner strength coming there. So the 9 of Wands is bringing that energy, and I feel like you will find that inner strength to overcome whatever, or work through, move through, travel through, journey through, whatever it is that you're moving through. And here, look, we've got the strength card, but it's in upside down or in reverse. So there may be some resistance or something that you may be not allowing yourself to, like, you know, honor yourself and your truth and where you're going. Because sometimes what I'm hearing is too is like we don't back ourselves. So I'm hearing this with this card. It's like back yourself, okay? Because there's and find that inner courage, that strength, and the self-discipline. Because I feel like it's not just there's that you know, being attached to other people, you know, having, listening and feeling and being influenced by that. But this is about self-discipline and strength, your self-discipline and inner strength that's that is there. Because there's also, you know, where am I hearing there? Because I'm hearing like, you know, like inner courage and strength, self-discipline, and constructive stuff that are going on in there. Being constructively utilizing all of that energy as to where you're wanting to move towards, or, you know, journey through. So if I'm turning this up the correct way or the right way, so you can see it. So like there's something, you know, there's the lion there, and the lion is about strength, you know, and I'm just, you know, with her, but she's got it, she's opening the lion's mouth, but the lion's mouth is like, the lion's not biting her. I mean, she's doing it with ease, because the lion is actually, you know, opening its mouth for her. But it's like, it takes courage to be able to do that, to you know, 1, be near a lion like that, 2, put your bloody hand in a lion's mouth or near a lion's mouth. But see, she's got these flowers or these roses there, so around her hair, but in her hand, so she's doing it with ease. So there's something there with you about, you know, finding that inner courage and that inner strength and that self-discipline, because I feel like this is where some of this energy that you're picking up on is because it's like people, you know, are like maybe not backing you because they've seen you go through something where you've pulled away from. So you're buying into that sort of stuff. But it's like, I feel like a lot of you like really mean it this time and really want to get going with it and do whatever it is that you're creating. So and moving into, and I keep saying that moving into and journeying with. So it's really about now comes back to you. The buck stops at ourselves as to how we choose to maneuver through it, or you choose to maneuver through this phase this week. And I feel like, yeah, because of this new moon energy, it's kind of like pulled some things out of you, made forward and brought some things to you to realize and look at yourself, reflecting, you know, some images to you that you've seen through other people about how you could be, which is giving you a little bit more momentum and a little bit more feel the fear and do it anyway, or feel the love, turning that around, feel the love and do it anyway, and looking at it that way until you get to that part where you're crossing that boundary that you've put up for yourself. Okay, let alone the boundary that others have put up to you, but you've bought into that. So it's like, this is your boundary that you need to cross, not theirs. Okay, is where they're going. So it's like, yep, I can do this. And it's like, so feeling the love and doing it anyway until you get to that point where it's like your courage and your strength and, you know, you do it. And it's like, okay, so in a way you've beaten the fear, or you've switched it around, the fear into love and curiosity. Curiosity, that's a big word, is being curious about what's on the other side. Not just, you know, like feeling the love, but feeling the curiosity. You know what, I might, you know, this might just work out. So it's shifting the energy. There was one they just threw in there. So it's like, wow, that's how that felt. It just shifted the energy. Like when we're curious, it's like bringing it back, that kid nature within us and that young person nature about being curious about what might happen. Not necessarily what might not happen, but what might happen. Doesn't care, bother, you know. We never used to. I know for me, it didn't bother about what might not happen. But as an adult, we get, you know, and as we get older, and you know, society and schools teach us these things about always looking about what might not happen. So it's just about what might happen. It's actually might be way better than you think. Or anticipate. And it's like, anyway, doesn't matter if it might not happen, because at least you now know. Does that make sense? And you can always make another decision or make another choice, but then you know how that works. So it's maybe just something, okay, that did not pan out quite as well as what I thought. However, I now know, but I can go this way because I've got my proof, I've got my, and I've had faith. The proof is in the pudding, you know, and I had faith in myself and the courage to do what it is and take that step. That is it. And it may be that it might just work out really well. And some parts of it might not have worked out so well. But it's like, okay, now I know where I need to go, where I need to tighten up things, or where I need to shift that, change that, or within myself, but also in the physical out there as well. So it's like, okay, so it's like finding that curiosity, okay? And having a look anyway. Oh, that was a big burst of energy. So there may be a burst of energy, like an insight or a feeling. So it's like utilize that energy to help you move through or maneuver through and get that momentum going again into what it is you want to do, be, have, and give, and or give in life, in your life. Okay? Yay! Super duper. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there with you, Pisces. Lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure from myself and my spiritual team that are here, my guides, helpers, and the light beings, and also some tupuna. I know some of you may be listening that have similar or the same whānau as well. So anyway, God bless you, God protect you, and we shall see you next week on Thursday. Okay, bye for now.